All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and taught me this truth. And a sincere peace, blessings, and salutations to you, Akim, across the four corners of the earth that are pushing this knowledge and truth and this sincerity. Okay, this is the Brother Barzal from the GMS Arizona camp. Lord willing, with another lesson to edify. A real quick hit. I'm just going to pull a few scriptures. Just want to speak briefly on something that I was meditating on. When I was riding from the gym today, just a message, to you believers, to, be wise, all right, when dealing with the enemy. In particular, when I say be wise in dealing with the enemy, you don't have to operate in this world and be outward with everything that you know and that you understand, knowing that the so-called white man is Esau Edom, according to the scriptures. He has a perpetual hatred for us, all that he's done through us throughout history, and ultimately what the scriptures say about him, that the Most High hates this man. We know what David said about him, all right? He hates these people with a perfect hatred. We understand these things. But when you're out in the world and you're dealing with the enemy, which our primary enemy is Esau Edom, but all of these nations have been confederate against the true Israelites of the Bible, which consists of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But the point is, when you're out here in the world and you're dealing with this Edomite, you don't have to wear that on your sleeve. You got to deal wisely when you're out here because this devil is running the world right now. All right. Job 9:24. It says what? The earth is given unto the head of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. So this devil is running the world. All right. He's in control. And the scriptures also tell us we got to go to this devil for the want of all things while he is in power. This is part of the curses. All right. Deuteronomy, I'm going to just read it from here. Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. All right. Esau Edom is our primary enemy. And guess what? We were brought over here to the Americas to do what? To serve this man in slavery and captivity. And didn't we serve him? We absolutely did. Aren't we still in captivity even unto this day? We absolutely are. All right. It says in hunger. Who the main ones that's lining up to get some kind of benefit from the government so they can get food? It's Jake. All right. Who running the government? Esau Edom. It says, and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. If you want a job, if you want to get a loan to start a business, if you need to get a loan for a home, if you need to get a loan to get a car. All right. When you are arrested and go to court, more than likely the judge that's going to decide your fate is going to be what? The nation that is, your enemy. More than likely. Not always. So for the one of all things, we got to go to our fucking enemies, man. It says, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, which he did, until he have destroyed thee. And he did that when he had us in captivity. So understanding this, that we got to go to our enemy for the one of all things, right? When you're moving around here in the world, use this knowledge to your advantage. You ain't got to be, out here mean mugging and grilling all of these Edomites everywhere you go just because you understand that that's our enemy. Because guess what? When you need a job so that you can, work and make money and take care of your family and put some food on the table, pay your bills. You got to go to this devil, man. And we should use this knowledge that we have to our advantage. Jacob supplanted Esau. All right. And that's our forefather. And we need to come in that same spirit. We need to know how to maneuver and still get what we got to get out of the world so that we can take care of our, getting that daily bread, And it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. But I'm just saying we got to move with wisdom. So Matthew 10:16, it says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." You walking around the earth on some hoorah shit, man, dealing with your enemy. You at the store, you at the job, and you feel like you got to act a certain type of way towards, Esau Edom, man. That ain't the time or the place, man. Brothers always say we have to be Clark Kent in this truth. You don't need to be wearing your feelings on your sleeve, man, for everybody to see. These devils can feel the animosity when you at the office or when you're on a job or, you going to the gym or whatever, man. You can keep your distance and stay away from these people, cool. But you also can be cordial with people, man. Because the Lord never told us to go out into the world and to be vipers like that, man. When we go out to the highways and byways, hey, we going to war. And we going, we going to tell our enemies what it is. When you operating out there in the world, man, you don't need to be like that. Because you could be putting yourself in a position where you making things harder on yourself. You bringing hell upon yourself, man, operating like that. You could be missing out on opportunities operating like that. We know we in captivity under these devils, and it's going to be that way until our Lord Yahweh Shai comes back and save us. So you accept that shit, but learn how to hold some of that in and still go out here. You can have a smile on your face, man. You ain't got to slide through the door so it's shut before, the so-called white man walking behind you can come through. You ain't got to move like that, man. Every white person you come across, so-called white man, you come across don't have to know that you hate him. Because that could be the man that, provides you an opportunity so you can put some money in your pocket or something, man. I'm just saying, because while we in this world, we still got to use the world to our advantage. All right. 1 Corinthians 7:31. And they that use this world as not abusing it. All right. Because we're not a part of the world, man. But we have to operate in the world to a degree. When we go out here and work our jobs, we might have children, they're in school. You got to deal with certain things with the school and school programs or, certain sports or whatever the case may be with your children. You got to deal out here in the world. So go out there and get what you got to get out of the world and then get back out, man. So we use the world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world pass away. And that's why you can't put your heart into anything that you acquire, any of this carnal shit. But you also don't need to be wearing your feelings on your sleeve to the point where you're getting in the way of potential blessings, man. Because the Lord will send you a blessing through your fucking enemy, through Esau Edom. Because this nigga own everything. This nigga running shit, man. Him or the heathens. We at the bottom. So we got to use this knowledge, this wisdom, man, to operate in this world and be smart when we out here dealing with our enemies. Use this knowledge to your advantage, man. You can even, you might see somebody at the gym, man. They take a liking to you. They're one of these heathens, Edomite, hey, you can speak to him and be cordial, and see what angle you can play, man. This dude might own a company or something, who knows? And just because he took a liking to you, man, he might bring you on board. Now you got money in your pocket and you can handle your business. That's all I'm saying. That's using wisdom. All right? That's using this world. All right? We don't trust. You ain't got to trust them. We already know. We had a knowledge. We ain't saying trust these devils. I'm just saying you can use them to your advantage. But if you sitting over there on some hoorah shit and you mean mugging them and staring them down every chance you get, then they gonna know something ain't right and they ain't gonna fuck with you, man. Now you gotta, you at the car wash for a living when you can be in some office building or something, man. You see? That's it, man. I'm trying to think. It was another scripture I wanted to grab, but I didn't write anything down. It's kind of flowing through the spirit, but it was something I was thinking of, man. Because sometimes I come across these Edomites, man, and they, own companies or whatever, man, and they wanna, might slide you a business card or something and wanna connect, and there could be opportunities there. So I'm just saying, for brothers out there, I know there's brothers, man, that are, they don't fuck with the, Esau Edom at all, and they wear it on their sleeve, and that's not a wise way to operate. Sometimes as Edomites, you should be that way with. There's enemies, these other heathens that you should be that way with. But don't forget, we in captivity, man, and this devil runs this world. And he's the lender and we're the borrower. So you got to be able to use wisdom to operate in this world, because you're going to have to cross paths with that devil, man. We got to go to our enemy for the one of all things. I read the scripture. So remember that. Because, hey, you're going to lose more than you need to lose if you running around in this world and you operating in that manner. So I just wanted to speak on that. We got to be wise as serpents, man, and use wisdom out here in dealing with our enemies. Lord willing, this was edifying and built, you brothers up, man. It's left something for you to think about and consider. Until next time, I say shalom.